What's up, metalheads? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and today I got another knife overview for you guys. This is another knife that's going to be in the upcoming knife sale, which will be live on Patreon September the 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll go live to everyone else on YouTube 24 hours later. And this is the Cold Steel Oyabun. Very interesting knife here. Good size knife. It's a larger knife, but not giant like some of Cold Steel's knives. Love the Tanto blade on this. Razor sharp. This one is the 4034 stainless steel version. G10 scales here, which are super grippy. They've got that diamond pattern cut into them. Very, very grippy. Actually, these are Grivery, not G10, I should say. And they have something in here called TPR Cray-X scale handles. And I think that's what the backspacer is also. But yeah, whatever it is extremely grippy, but soft. It almost feels like rubber, but it's not that soft. It's very comfortable in hand too, I gotta say. This one has an interesting feature where you can lock it open. So you cannot disengage the lock bar, so it basically turns it into a fixed blade. And then just pull that back, then you can close her up. It is riding on ceramic ball bearings. Weight on this one is just a hair over 4 ounces. Pocket clip works very well on this knife. It's a little loose for a pocket clip, not like bad loose. It goes in and out of the pocket really well. But as you can see, the pocket clip is slightly lifted up above the scale there, just by a hair. So some of Cold Steel's knives pocket clips are extremely tight and would tear your pants up taking them in and out. This one will not. This one is not a reversible clip either. Looks like if they would have put another hole over here, it would be, but it's non-reversible. It is right hand tip up carry only. It has excellent action. Really good flipper action. It is a flipper only. They've made it nice and sleek. There's really you only see the blade right here when it's closed. Good looking knife in my opinion. I'm not sure what Oyabun stands for, but I think it's Japanese. It's a Japanese word, but I'm not sure what that means. If you know, comment below and let me know. What's an Oyabun? I'm probably murdering the pronunciation of that word, but that's all right. Really good action on this knife. Good detent. It's hard to pull up and show you the detent, but I can't actually because it sinks into the handle so much. But it pops in there. Yeah, I like this one, especially the ergonomics. Really good ergos. Feels good in hand. I thought I would feel this lock here, but yeah, I can feel it, but I don't think it would be a hot spot. This would be a good user knife, you know what I mean? Good worker knife. Got that Tanto blade there, so you can, use that secondary tip there for opening packages and stuff like that. And you'd have to go really high to get to that primary tip, but I think that is designed more for piercing. Pretty thick blade stock on this, 150 thousandths thick. So, but for the size, 4 ounces, it's not bad for what you get in here. They've kept a lot of the weight down by the steel liners. They are milled out in there. You'd have holes drilled through them to cut down on the weight, and they are pretty thin also. So overall, for the size, not a heavy knife at all. Let me give you the specs on it real quick. Overall length is 8 1/4 inches. Blade length is 3 1/2 inches. 150 thousandths thick blade. 4034 stainless steel on the blade. Handle length 4 3/4 inches. It says black GRN Grive X with TPR Cray-X scales handles. That's a lot of words. But whatever this is, it feels really good in hand. Very comfortable. So, yeah. I'll give you some size comparisons real quick. Another cold steel here. The cold steel holdout. All these knives are in the knife cell also, just so you know. The cold steel SR1 light. So you got 3 different sized cold steels there. A monster, a little monster, and then a perfect little EDC size. So if you like big knives, man, these 2 right here you're probably going to love. The action on this thing is surprisingly good for how big it is. And for this one being a lockback, again, action is pretty good. You can thumb flick it, even being a lockback. After you do it a few times anyway. Trust me, you can do it. And this thing right here, you got to be careful pressing this lockback because it comes closed quick. All right, let me give you some other knives to compare it to. Here's the Wiha Mini Buster. Close in size there. The Concept Main Street, Little Main Street, I should say. The Damn Designs Hades. The Spyderco Autonomy 2. Looking for other larger knives here. This is a pretty good sized knife. The Kaiser Maestro. About the same length as the Maestro or the Autonomy 2. Let's see. The Wiha Sakshi. The Kaiser Critical Mini. The Civivi Praxis. Or the Civivi Backlash. So, yeah, those are 2 good size comparisons there. Give you a good idea of the size of this knife. Here's another good size comparison, I think. The Benchmade Mini Adamas. Actually, it's a little bit longer than the Adamas. The Mini Adamas, I should say. What else we got here that's in the cell that's even remotely close to size? The Kaiser Wanderer. Yeah, those are good size comparisons there. This is going to be a lot smaller, but we're going to pull it out. The Christensen Knife Works Maverick. And the ZT0450. All right. That's all I'm going to show you for now as far as knives that are in the knife cell. I will show you some other comparisons, some that you may be a little more familiar with. But these are not in the knife cell. The Bestech Exploit, which has my fingerprints all over it. That's almost identical in length. Or the, where's it at? The Benchmade Mini Crooked River. Or how about the Fastid Bellamy? Another good size comparison there. Very good comparison there. All right, now I'll show you some of my regulars. I always show you guys some that are more common knives that most people own, one variation or another of. The QSP Penguin, quite a bit longer than a penguin. Benchmade bug out. Got quite a bit of length on the bug out also. The Vist variant, PE1. Spyderco Para 3. Yeah, it's a longer knife, guys. Feels really good in hand though. Not too heavy to be as long as it is. Spyderco Yojimbo 2. That's getting closer in length, but it's a little bit longer than the Yojimbo 2. Or the AD 20.5. Quite a bit longer than 20.5, so that should give you guys a good idea on the size of this knife. If you have any questions about it, comment down below, or any questions about any of the other knives that you saw that are in the knife set, coming up knife sale. Comment below or DM me on Instagram. If you're not a patron, you may want to consider checking my Patreon out. If you're planning on buying any of the knives or multiples, it could save you some money and it helps support the channel. So as a patron also, you can send your knives in for future knife sales. If you have a bunch you want to let go of, reach out to me and we'll get it worked out. So, but yeah, I like this Oyabun, and I'm probably messing that name all up. I love the Tanto blade shape. The action's really good. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. Lockup is really good. Feels good in hand. Not too intimidating, not too large, but you know, my medium-sized hand, it's quite a bit sticking out there. But yeah, I like it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button for me. If you're new here, subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on. And I will see you all on the next one.